Hello and welcome to Network 113, Desktop Computer Hardware and Software course here at RVCC. I'm going to be your professor for the next 6 weeks, and there's a plethora of information to learn in this course. So I want to go over the syllabus with you, and I want to go over step by step on what you need to do to be successful in this course. It's easy, but there's a lot of work to be done. All right, let me just go over a little bit about myself and who I am. I've been working this is my second year at RVCC. I have over 25 years of experience in teaching telecommunications, engineering, and computer systems. I've worked with IBM, Philips Laboratories, and Carefront Navigation Systems. I have my certificates. I have my CCNA security, my computer, my CompTIA, A plus certification, Network plus, Security plus. I have my Microsoft certificate and even the old Novell certification. I've graduated from NJIT with a bachelor and a master's degree in electrical engineering. All right, that's enough about myself. It's really about you and what you need to do to be successful in this course. So here I have the syllabus in my hand in front of you. So we are going to have a midterm and a final. Week 3 you'll have a midterm, and week 6 you'll have a final. We'll talk about these in a few minutes. But every week you're going to have to do an assignment. There's 6 assignments, 6 video lectures that you'll have to watch, and 6 discussions that you have to go in every week. Now, let me just remind you right now, I'll say that and I'll remind you again. You have to go in 3 times on 3 different days, to post your threaded discussions. All right, so the best thing to do, let me just put my glasses back on, is to go to Canvas. You can follow this if you want, but if you really want to know what's going on, let's go to the Canvas. So you'll know, make sure you navigate to home. When you get into Canvas, this is the video that you're watching right now. Now, the first thing I want you to do is when you get in here, before even class starts, is go and click on this, week 0, installing Windows 10 in the VirtualBox. I want you to watch this video. This video is going to show you how to download VirtualBox and install Windows 10 in it. So when you get in there, you'll be able to do all of your assignments inside Windows 10 in the VirtualBox. Although most of our labs that you'll have to do, you could do it on your home PC, but you should be able, this is just in case you really worried about if there's going to be any problem with your desktop at home. But you'll be able to install VirtualBox, and you'll be able to install free Windows 10 for 180 days. And this can be done on a Mac machine and also obviously on another Windows 10. So even if you have a Mac machine, you'll be able to do this. Just when you go to the virtualbox.org, make sure that you download the one for the Mac OS. All right, so that's that. So do that first. Let me just go back home. And then the first thing I want you to do then, when you're done with that, I want you to go in here and I want you to introduce yourself. So here just tell me who you are. This is me. And just give me a brief description, your name, what major you are in, what's your hobby, if you were in the military, anything that you want to tell us. All right, so the whole class, this is where we get to know each other. Once we're done, then starting on the 18th, week 1, then we'll start working with assignment 1. So here's what you need to do. You go to assignment 1, and you'll have to answer these questions from chapter 1. Well, first of all, you need to get the book. So let me talk about the book. You go to the files folder before we even get to the assignment. Here's your book, and here's your syllabus. You can download them. These are the review questions for the midterm and final. So let me click on that. There are two questions for the midterm and final. We'll get back to that. You can download those and start studying them because the questions are coming right out of here. Okay, word for word. You have the questions and you have the answers. So when we take the final and the midterm, the questions are going to come out of here. All right, and these questions are straight from the A plus certification. So if you actually get 80% and above on the final and the midterm, you should be ready to take the A plus certification, Core 1 and Core 2, because it's 2 exams. All right, so that's how we designed it. We will cover, by the way, 18 chapters. So after you downloaded your book, you go to let's go to the lecture first. Probably it's a good idea to do that. So you click on lectures, the video lecture, and then there are 6 videos that you have to watch. There are approximately 10 to 15 minutes each. Inside the video, I'm going to ask you to type in some notes on a Microsoft Word, and it's throughout the video. So this way to make sure that you're going to go through the whole video and watch it. So when you're done, you type these notes, you go back in here, back to the assignment page, and upload it. Okay? Go back, go back to the home, and you click back on video lecture, and you upload it. You upload 6 different documents. And by the way, don't worry about when you're uploading them. If you do it on different days, it's probably, you're not going to lose the old ones, because sometimes they'll say, hey, I'm replacing the old document. It'll keep it, by the way, so don't worry about that when you're uploading different documents. All right, so you'll do the video lectures, and when you're done with that, you go to assignments, and you'll do the real problems on the assignments. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Where do you get these real problems? This is at the end of chapter 1, at the end of chapter 2, at the end of chapter 3. And I gave you the page. So I opened up the book. Here, I'll show you. So this is page 119 on the PDF page, and the 65. So if you go to your book, oops, sorry about that. The book is actually right here. And if you click right here, and you can go to page 119. This is the PDF page. And it takes you right there. So this is problem number 1. All right. This is page 65, the book page, as I refer to it here. Right. All right. So just read and write down whatever they ask you to do. Now, if you're doing any software exercises you're doing with Windows 10, I want you to take Control Print Screen, or probably the best thing to do is go and get snippets. So do a search and type in snippet. Actually, it's right here. So you click right here, and you can click new. You can highlight whatever you want, right? And if you go to Microsoft Word, you can actually, here, I'll just go down to the bottom and just right click or control and the letter V, and it'll give you whatever you snippet. Snippet is a tool within Windows, so you can search for it, snip it, S-N-I-P space I-T. All right? So that's how you capture whatever you're doing. So if you're doing an exercise in Windows 10, at the end, especially at the end, I want you to snip the last screenshot. I want to make sure that you went through the whole thing. All right? So let me just, I don't need this. Go back to assignments. All right, so that's for assignments. So you do 4 of them, okay? So you did the videos, and you did the assignments. Now we are going to look at discussions. So when you come into discussions, every week you have to come in here 3 times on 3 different days. The first time you come in during the week, you have to answer, you have to post to one of these questions. And then the other 2 times when you come in, you can reply to any of your classmates. Or you can go back in here and reply to this as well. Okay, so I'm expecting 3 posts on 3 different days every week to the same discussion. All right, so that's it. That's what we're going to be doing every week. And then when it comes to week 3, we have in addition to everything that we're doing, we have the midterm. So the midterm is going to be 200 points. You get 30 minutes to do 40 multiple choice questions. Only 1 attempt, okay? So what you need to do is you go to the files folder, all right? And you go to the midterm here, and there's the questions in here. These are A+ certification questions. So make sure you study those. There's about, I don't know how many of these. There's not a lot, but I took out questions out of here, and that will be your midterm. Same thing for the final. The final, I think I put 50 questions in there. All right, so you don't have a lot of time. 30 minutes to do 40 questions. Here, I think I gave you 40 minutes to do 50 questions, if I'm not mistaken. But so make sure you study these, and if you can pass these are actual A+ certification. All right, so by the time you're done in 6 weeks, you should be ready to sit and take the A+ certification, because you have done all the needed, all 18 chapter covers everything that you need to know for both exam of the A+ certification, and you got the questions. These questions are proven, and I know students that read this got over 95% on both exams and passed it. All right, anyway, even if you don't want to take the test, that's fine, but you will have a lot of, like I said earlier, plethora of information that you will need. All right, so this is it. This is really, don't forget to download the Windows 10, like I told you, and install it in your VirtualBox so you can do your work. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 labs that you'll be worried that you don't need, you want to use the Windows 10 in the VirtualBox, but otherwise most of the work can be done on your home desktop without any issues. But if you have a Mac, you're going to have to do this regardless. All right. So again, welcome, and I will see you in the week 0 discussions. I'll see. Oh, by the way, make sure you email me if you have any questions. All right. Always email me.